Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Soulstones 2 playthrough. We're here on part number 13. In the last episode, we had ourselves another battle against our good old rival, Artie. Our team is starting to look a little bit nicer. We have Wellesley finally evolved, which means evolution is on the table, finally. Kricketot, who knows if it will ever evolve, but for now, we have ourselves our evolved Rookidee. We have Luminance still being nice and powerful. Eevee, which I'm sure will have some kind of mechanic to evolve it later on, and we will see where the team goes. So, we did end things off last time with this guy right here, presenting us with another side quest, which we will go ahead and read because it could be simple. Arceus in heaven. The Academy, it is cursed. Cursed, I tell you. Evil has manifested in this place. There is some sort of sinister spirit that is haunting the Telescopium Academy. I could feel its presence everywhere I went. Something evil stalks our beloved Academy. Can you help cleanse the Telescopium Academy of the evil spirit that lingers here? Can I get more information on what this evil spirit is? Is there like a Darkrai in the walls? Because I don't want to deal with that. No, do it yourself. Thank you for your generosity, stranger. I said yes. The spirit must be lingering in the Academy somewhere. I don't have many leads to give you, but if my experience was any indication, it will present itself to you eventually. Arceus, shield you. That was the least helpful quest dialogue I have ever heard in my life. What are you talking about? Find the spirit. No location, no hint, no nothing. Just go. Okay. I did want to quickly check. We didn't check the encounters for the last route, and I do want to see if we can get ourselves anything like the Shinx. We have ourselves Bergmite? It kind of looks like Bergmite to me for some reason. Drowsy, Gligar, Electric Machop, Electric Trico, probably Machop. Come on. Shinx. Okay. We're doing that first. First thing today, we are changing the time to morning, and we're getting ourselves a Shinx. Swinub, Klefki, Swablu, Skarmory. Skarmory could be crazy, actually. Skarmory could be really good. We also have Gangmo as well, a Meditite looking kind of cool. What is this? What is this tiny little creature? There's a tiny little creature here. I have no idea what that's meant to be because of like the lack of coloring on it and brightness. Okay. But for now, we're going to change the time to good old morning so we can get ourselves the Dark-type Shinx. I'm surprised it's morning and not nighttime, given that it is a Dark-type Pokemon, but whatever. All right, morning time. Let's see. Oh, Cyclops Machop. Interesting. We'll have a look at a couple of Pokemon before we head into the Academy as well. Electric type Swablu. I like it. We already have our Electric type though, of course, with good old Wellesley. My boy. We go for a fake out. It should live a knockoff just fine. Although it would also live it would also just get weakened by Nuzzle, and then I don't have to worry about critting it, I suppose, and we can get it paralyzed and nice and ready to catch. Parting Shot, stay. Where did he go? This Shinx is a master of disguise. Where has he gone? Can I throw a Pokeball? Are you still here? It's still here, kind of. And we get ourselves a Shinx on the team. That might replace a Wee. A Manticore Pokemon. I do like Manticores. It is unable to use its wings to fly long distances quite yet. Possible type change to flying. But they are able to float in the air for short periods by flapping them fiercely. We will go ahead and give you a nice draconic nickname. Honestly, we will call you... I think I like Draxus. That's a nice, powerful draconic name. I like that. Okay. We are going to see its summary real quick to make sure it's not terrible. It is a quirky nature. I will take neutral. We are looking at a kind of, spread, stat spread. Nothing too wild. A little bit low on the special attack. Not the fastest, not the most offensive, not the most defensive. Kind of a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. It might get more specialized when it evolves. We would have Dragon Fury. We would have Dragon Wing. Interesting. 1 boost attack, 1 lowers the opponent's defense. Interesting. Bite for the flinch chance, and Parting Shot as well, which is an interesting move to have for utility. I will go ahead and learn this. I don't feel like Awiwi has been pulling its weight. I don't. I do think like it's been a little bit underwhelming. So we will go ahead and grab that onto the team. It does mean that we have another dark type, which is a weakness that we need to consider. For example, we do have a little bit of a fighting weakness happening on the team right now, but it's okay with Luminance. That's all we need. We just need Luminance. That's how we deal with all fighting type issues. And we'll go ahead and have that on the team, and let's go ahead and continue with this beautiful Pokemon added. Oh, hello. Good, both of you have arrived. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Time Warden Kara. Just Kara is fine, thanks. I just feel awkward referring to you as just Kara when I know you're a time-traveling superhero. It isn't like that. Anyway. So, Artie, your mom said that this place apparently will have some people that might have info to share about this alleged leader of the Ethereal Guild. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go around and question the people in here? Ugh, I hate intelligence gathering missions. Alright, I guess we split up and see what we can find. We can go around and speak to the acolytes here and question them on what they know. There appear to be a wealth of books in here too that we can read, see what we can learn. We don't have much of a plan at this point. Hopefully the acolytes in this academy are willing to share what they know about the Ethereal Guild and their leader. Pardon me, I couldn't help but overhear. The wise old elder with tales and information. You're looking for information on the Ethereal Guild? Yes, we are. Can we help you, sir? I personally cannot help you, but I can assure you that you are in the right place if you seek information on the Ethereal Guild. There are a few acolytes in the service of this academy that are former members of what is now known as the Ethereal Guild, as a matter of fact. What? The Ethereal Guild are a bunch of criminals. How can you be harboring them like that? Settle down now, child. I am well aware of the impressions that the common folk have of the Ethereal Guild, and their perverse goals. Wait, they're perverts? Wait, huh? But they are merely an organization that came afterwards. In fact, many of the founding members of this guild are actually former members of a group known as the Origin Cult. That does not make them sound less like criminals, old man. That makes them sound more like criminals, actually. The Origin Cult originally had noble intentions. I don't believe that for a second. They were swayed by the influence of a young man named Angelo Duplessis. That's a fancy-sounding name right there. Angelo Duplessis, the Origin Cult. I know these names. No, it must be another one. Manaphy, perhaps one from this time? Let's allow the sage to finish, Kara. You're right. Sorry, please continue. I'm afraid I don't know much more beyond that. All I know is that Angelo and many of his compatriots enrolled in the academy as acolytes searching for something. The spirit in the walls, the Darkrai? They came here wanting to learn more about the Creation Trio. I do like that trio. The history of their organization, and also some powerful sigils. The Telescopium Academy is one of the places that carries and retains some of the most ancient knowledge in the entire Orion region. If there was anywhere that had information on these subjects, it would be here. And were they successful in getting information on these subjects? Of that, I'm not certain. Your best bet is going to be to travel through the academy and inquire with the acolytes that stay here. They might have more relevant information and answers to your specific questions. What I have shared with you is what I am vaguely aware of in the time that Angelo and his many compatriots were part of the academy. So our objective has not changed. We go talk to the same people. I didn't know him very well, unfortunately, so I'm so sorry I can't be of more use to you. No, that's alright, thank you. You've been very helpful so far. I encourage you to make the most of your time in this academy. There's plenty of useful knowledge to gain if you were to read from some of the books stowed away in the bookshelves here. And of course, I would caution you that if you were to venture to the upper floors of the academy, you may run into some wild Pokemon. Oh, that gets me more interested in the books, that's for sure. Worry not though, there is a bed on the second floor that you can make use of to rest your Pokemon team if needed. I would like to rest my Shinx up, yes. Oh, and one more thing, if you want to speak to the headmaster, he has been in a state of deep meditation for a long time now. He has said that if anyone wants to speak to him, they must input 2 passwords into the door that separates us from him. Apparently one of the passwords is hidden in some of the books, while the other may be known by some of the residents. Okay, so they're gonna force me to go and speak to everyone. What? How are we supposed to see him then? He's one of the people we came here to see. We don't have the time to go rifling through all the books in this place or interviewing everyone. You know how long that would take? Akin to searching for a needle in a haystack. I suppose the headmaster has a sense of humor because it's his way of showing others how seriously he treats his meditation. I guess we just have to gather whatever information we can ourselves. Thank you for the warning anyway, sir. Of course, enjoy your time here. So, I'm going to start skipping the rest, but we split up, we go ahead and click on books, and we click to everyone that we see. We click on everything. We click on absolutely everything. Understood. Understood. Time Warden Kara. We're also still looking for the spirit as well, so we'll keep an eye out for anything that looks off. If you speak to some of the acolytes in service of the Academy, they might have more relevant information and answers to your specific questions, what I've shared with you is what I'm vaguely aware of. Okay. That is fine. I am interested in seeing if we can get to the second floor quickly. We have another side quest that we can pick up. Okay, well, we'll see what this is first. Ah, why do I keeping a system for organizing these books? Many of the visitors to the Academy will read whatever they want for a couple of minutes and just put them back wherever they want without regard to where the book actually came from. Please do not make me sort the books for you. Although I do have mild OCD, so I probably would. Proper protocol is to return the books to the front desk so they can be organized and accounted for. The life of a Telescopium Academy librarian is a thankless job. So frustrating at times. I need your help. Can you find me a few books? I'm clicking on the books everywhere, but yeah. Records indicate about 8 books are missing. That's a lot of books. The Pied Piper, The Spellbook of Omastar, Komo Odyssey, How Gumdras Are Made, I kind of like that one, Floatsoul Operating Manual, Probopass vs. Weavile Warrior Legacy. That one interests me even more. How to Train Your Dratini, I like that one as well. And Scolipede, Friend or Foe. What do you say? Do you mind looking for some books for me? Sure. There are 8 books there. We'll see if we find all 8. Maybe we'll get a reward for finding just some of them, but finding all 8 seems like a pain in the butt, to be honest. It seems like an actual pain. I did not want. I won. I got a Bidoof. Yippee. I will try not to make that mistake again. Alright, let's head upstairs and see if we can get ourselves healed before we start trying to methodically go through this whole place, which will take a while, I am sure. Are these the beds I can rest in? No? Greetings, I was expecting your arrival. My psychic prowess predicted my meeting with you. My predictions have also showed me that you apparently have an interest in learning a special move that I know. The move? Trick Room. It is a unique move that creates a bizarre area in which slow Pokemon get to move first for 5 turns. It's not bad. It's not bad. Having it as an option is good. Where can I rest? Oh. Spirit. Leave me alone. Is that an Esper? Halloween came early. Yeah? Ah, nap in the bed. What time do you want to wake up? 1 a.m. I don't know. Or 1 hour of sleep. Whatever. Either way, it doesn't matter. Does that make the spirit appear again? See? Oh, wait, wild Pokemon. Okay, all right, wild Pokemon. This is not the spirit. Don't get me wrong. Not the spirit. Let's see what our encounter list is looking like, though, as well. We have ourselves Baltoy, Drifloon, Woobat, Hoot-Hoot, Abra, Duskull, Piglet with a little cross on his head, Marill, looking kind of ghostly, Nincada, and 2 Machop, as opposed to the 1 Machop that was outside that we saw just before we got the Shinx. There's 2 Machop, 1 is possessed. And that is all for the encounters, as it's just the indoor. There's no, like, time-related things. Oh, and we have battles. Okay. Thankfully, we did just heal. Spectral Teddy Ursa is kind of cool. We should have super effective Fake Out. Wrong. Teddy Ursa was ethereal, and I couldn't hit it. Can I not hit this with physical moves? Because that's OP as hell. Or is this like a Mimikyu disguise? Okay, it was like a Mimikyu disguise. That was a hyper-effective hit as well, which is nice. Abra comes out. Abra is a problem for us. We don't do great against Abra because, you know, we are, in fact, running a team that is pretty weak to fighting. So we will go straight to Luminance, which is also not resistant to fighting, mind you. So it's not like this is a perfect swap-in, but we do at least have... I thought Renewal was super effective. It is not. I keep thinking Light is more like a Psychic type move when it's not. But we just still have a very strong Magical Leaf, which is fine. We might need to think about adding in some kind of coverage onto this team. You're also getting messed up by Magical Leaf. Sorry, Bronzor. We might need to think about adding in some kind of typing onto the team for a way of dealing with fighting types. We might need to do that. TM? The TM for Gyro Ball. Okay. Okay. The Academy is a bit of a curious place. It's a place for one to develop the sense of spirituality, but also sort of university. Well, all you need to know is I am not one of the monks. I am a firm non-believer in any of this creation trio and Arceus nonsense. I'm a visiting lecturer studying the physics of the universe. Okay, so you're not going to have any information for me. Scolipede, friend or foe? We need this. This is one of the ones that we need. Can I take the book? This is one of the books the Grader was looking for. Can I take it? No. Okay. I'm going to assume that I have it. I'm going to go and see if I get a reward for each individual book that I return, so I know how much I need to care about this. We found my books yet. Confirm the 8 books, blah, 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 blah. Return to me when you found all of them. Okay, so I am going to have to spend a very long time looking for those books. Okay, got it. That might be one I do off screen, just because that's going to take a while, and it would be very boring to show. For now, let's go ahead and do some trainer fights. And I think this is going to be the first set of, like, 2 quests that I don't interact with too much during the actual episode. Those might be done off-screen just for the sake of time. The spirit one, though, I'm more interested in doing on-screen. Do I have anything that I could give to this Shinx? I'm honestly going to give it the EXP share, and I'm going to keep it in the back and keep using Wellesley in front. And my reasoning for this is it might evolve when it gains 1 level, if we treat it as a regular Shinx evolving into a LUXIO, which would normally be at level 15. So we will go ahead and see how that will go. We do have neutral fake out into super effective spark here, so Clink should get bonked. I do like the little clock. I do. Clocks are kind of cool. That might be one of the lamest things I've ever said, but it's true. Once again, we have more fighting types, and fighting types are a little bit awkward for us. I'm going to go to Luminance to deal with it. This is a cosmic type, which means I think Renewal is super effective here. Yeah, so we can go for the Renewal and get a little bit of healing back. And Oko the Litten, because Luminance is the strongest Pokemon in the entire game, and I will hear nothing otherwise. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't do great against a Murkrow, though. Murkrow is probably going to mess us up, but also we can just go straight back to Wellesley, and we can be fine against any Psychic-type moves, and also resist the good old Flying-type moves. Then we get our Fake Out back. Bam, bing, bam, bing, bam, bing. Also, because it's flying, it doesn't get that Grassy Terrain boost, which I'm still interested in experimenting with a Grassy Terrain team. I do still think that could be fun. Once again, I've just been too lazy to get it set up for right now. Will I do it? Yeah, probably. I do like the idea of using the Hone Edge. I just haven't done it yet. There's so many new Pokemon in this game. I do get a little bit of choice paralysis when I have this many new options. Like, this is a very random example that I'm going to bring up, but a Pokemon game that did it in a way that I kind of liked was Blazing Emerald. Because that game was... There wasn't too many new Pokemon added in, which meant that I kind of knew what team I wanted, because it was just sort of like, hey, go use the new stuff. Whereas a game like this, it's like, everything is new with multiple forms, which is incredibly good, and it gives it so much replayability, which is incredibly valuable. But it does leave me with a little bit of paralysis of like, I want to use all of my favorite Pokemon because they all have new things, and I don't know what to like choose. I'm sure I'm not the only one that suffers from this level of choice paralysis, but, you know. We do have a neutral Magical Leaf against a Houndour with a Fire-type icon, which does feel illegal, but it is what we're going to be doing. Incinerate hurts a lot, and it lives the Magical Leaf. The first one, the Angelic Houndour, is the first one to live a Magical Leaf in quite a while. I'll let Luminance go down. It's so close to hitting level 20 that maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But it's too late now. I did it. And we'll bring in Comet, and Comet can go ahead and, to be honest, we haven't clicked Flash yet. I kind of want to click Flash. It is resisted, though. I probably should. But I did kind of want to click Flash. We'll just go for the super effective Mineral Wave. Luminance did hit level 20. Okay, we do get Shinx evolving. Good, good. Please still be cute. Please still be cute. I know the Luxio can have a little bit of... It's still pretty cute. It's still pretty cute. Okay, I like the Luxio. Good, good, good. I know the Luxio can be a little bit of the middle stage evolution of looking a little bit awkward sometimes, but it's still a Pokemon I like a lot. No evolution for Skitty, and I am wondering if maybe it would have evolved at level 20 if I didn't have it fainted. That is something that I should consider when Pokemon are close to evolving. I should consider whether I want them to stay alive no matter what. Again, I don't know that it would have evolved at level... Can I throw away my Triple Triad pack so I never have to do this again, please? I might lose this. Okay, I did. Blitzel acquired. Yippee. I need to spend a little bit more time making sure that I don't accidentally go into Triple Triads. Holy. This is an Acolyte. Okay. When Angelo first arrived here, he learned about the sigils and the ability to use them to control the creation trio. He became obsessed with the idea of using them. Even the headmaster said it was not possible and was adamant to find a way to do so. This eventually led to him alienating many of his followers, including myself. I originally believed in Angelo's vision to be more active rather than passive in our ancient role to safeguard the sigils, but when he started flirting with the idea of enslaving the gods, I tapped out. There were some that persisted and would follow him to the ends of Earth, and they too were banished. After that, I don't know where Angelo went. Okay, okay. I'm assuming that this is not a thing from the pot, it's just something that happened to pop out. I do like the fact that this is a light ghost type because it's a, you know, demonic candle. I like that. Is our ability runaway? That was the demon orb, right? Yeah, we still have tough claws. Okay, good. Good. We can put some EVs in, which we should do. Obviously, attack up and speed up, I think, is probably what we want to do. We will go ahead and do that. And we will keep it in front so that we can see how strong it actually is in this next battle, shall we? Let's see how good this Luxio can be against Sage Lucian with the Clown Gothita. Is that a fairy? Oh. Never mind. We will, in fact, not be fighting the Clown Gothita with the good old Dark Dragon type. That sounds like a really bad idea. We will just go for a Pulse. And Oko the Gothita with good old Gup. Gup is beautiful. We do have cover for super effective damage here, which I guess we'll do. We'll see how much damage that we deal. Not a great amount. I am curious if Pulse will do more. And I feel like we may as well test it. Knockoff does hurt. Goodbye, Shellbell. It does do more. So we should keep in mind that we probably want to go for Pulse, even over super effective damage in a lot of situations, which just basically means that I need to replace Covet with some special move, right? We're a special attacker. We're running a timid nature. It shows. It shows. So we should try and get ourselves a special attacking move if possible. If we could learn, like, Dazzling Gleam as an Eevee, that'd be great, but I don't think Eevee can learn Dazzling Gleam. I feel like that's, you know, Espeon. I use Espeon a lot. Espeon comes to mind. This should be hyper effective, right? Yep, bye. Sorry, Venipede. Goodbye. You get deleted now. I didn't get to use my Luxio, which makes me sad. But also, goodie. 1 gemstone. I mean, we'll double check just in case. We'll do this with every stone that we get. It does evolve our Staryu. Now, the only reason not to do this right now would be if we don't learn moves after we evolve it. Because originally in ye old day, back in my day, in Pokemon like Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 even, if you evolved a Pokemon with an Evolution Stone, a lot of times with Pokemon like Starmie, they stopped learning new moves. And this is a shiny. But because I have no way of knowing, I'm just going to take the immediate power-up. I'm going to act under the assumption that this game has new quality of life features. They've definitely shown that they have a lot of quality of life. I'd be very surprised if it stopped learning new moves after evolving. So we evolve. And we see our shiny Starmie. Ooh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Also fits really well with the background on the evolution screen. That's very pretty. Still Cosmic Rock, obviously. Often mistaken for precious gems because it is able to change its appearance to suit every color of the rainbow. What a pretty Pokemon. We'll go ahead and have a little bit of another look at it, shall we? Holding the Razor Fang, you are a plus speed nature, which is obviously very nice. If we could get it timid, that'd be ideal because, you know, we don't want to have lower defenses if we don't have to. Still has Filter, which isn't It's not a bad ability by any means, because it's useful a lot of the time. But it's a little bit, you know, less impactful or less flashy, I should say. It's a less flashy ability than a lot of others. Like Tough Claws, it's very easy to be like, I have 5% extra damage, and that feels good in your brain, but just taking less damage isn't always the best thing for a sweeper, potentially. Another acolyte, though, Angelo's relationship with the headmaster was strained over time. The headmaster is too hard on himself. He blames himself for failing Angelo and thought that banishing him was the best way to nip his obsession in the bud. However, I believe that Angelo had gone off the deep end. Some people believe the headmaster was successful, as no one has seen or heard from him in years. And some think he's dead. He's definitely not. But many of us doubt that. The emergence of the Ethereal Guild and some of the leaders such as Maximilian de Vega and Christina Thorne. Can't be a coincidence that they are still allied with one another and became petty criminals. They were never leadership material, always followers. Angelo is alive for certain, and he's definitely controlling them from the shadows. I'm just not certain why he's choosing to do it in secret, rather than bringing it out in the open. That is valuable information, yep. That's the Omstar book, we will grab that. Sigils of Creation is not one that we're looking for. Hello. Many of the people in service of the Academy have been here for multiple years. Oh, I thought this was an important person because I ran up and spoke to them to get the information, but I guess not. We do have ourselves something that we are neutral on, though. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Fury. I'm assuming we're gonna outspeed. Could be wrong. I'm gonna assume we're gonna outspeed. I'm gonna try and get the attack boost. No attack boost, and we get poison. Okay, so the worst possible outcome. Great. We love to see it. We'll go for the bite. I was gonna say for the flinch chance, but we get hit by priority. Rude. Rude. Lilliput comes out. We, unfortunately, don't have any way of one-shotting it, so I'm just gonna go into good old Gaga, and we're gonna go and use Hallelujah. And we'll see how Hallelujah does, shall we? It should be... Why did I think it was super effective on... I don't know why I thought it was super effective. We are going to go and get bopped, is what's gonna happen, and then we're gonna bring out Luminance, which should have a hyper-effective, good old renewal. Because that is hyper-effective, right? I have that one right. The damn learning curve of this game is tough on my brain because of all of the years of having things the other way around. Like, it's going to take me so long to get used to Ice being a reasonably defensive type in this game. I'm just never going to be ready for it. So I'm gonna see an Ice type come out. It's going to live a hit from, like, any move. Anything. It's just going to live a hit in general, and I'm going to be like, huh, that's not possible. Steel Psychic. Yeah, that's really bad. You go to sleep now. You end it. Nice. Nice. It should get us a free swap into something like Whirlsy that can, you know, be resistant to steel and good against Psychic, and we can go ahead and get ourselves our Fake Out damage, which we will obviously go ahead and do. It is free damage after all. On the turn where it wakes up as well, which is nice, and then we can go ahead and finish it. Get Whirlsy to maybe level 20. Probably not, though. I guess we have the XP share on still. Which I'm still going to keep on so it gets more XP. I kind of want to run back to where our bed is for a good old nap time. But also, I kind of want to explore. We will heal passively while we just kind of walk around. Have I battled you? I shall challenge you and show you what I've learned at my time in the academy. I have not battled you. I saw a goodie on the left. Uh-oh. Flying and light type Swirlix, meaning if we can outspeed, Bite will be very strong. Do we outspeed? No. Yep, that's how it goes. We do have Starmie, though, which we can see how it looks from behind. Very sparkly. Very, very sparkly. We'll go for our good old Mineral Wave. Get some good damage. Not quite enough to Oko, unfortunately. Let's see if we can get a swift boost. Holy Bolt is priority. Okay. There's a lot of new priority moves. A lot of Pokemon do seem like they have some way of going first. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just something that I need to get used to, right? I need to get used to everything being slightly higher chance of having priority than a normal Pokemon playthrough. But we'll take out the Bounce Sweet, and we should be fine to get through this just fine. We should... Ooh. We should learn that, actually, before I say anything else. Breaking Swipe does still lower the opponent's attack, as you would expect. I'm going to get rid of Dragon Wing, because, to be honest, that's at 40 PP, though. I would rather have an attack boost and set up to sweep than lower something's defense. So I'm going to take this personally. Because Breaking Swipe, good move to have, and I like the idea of being able to set up as a sweeper. At some point, I do need to accept that not every single Pokemon on my team can be a sweeper. We'll get to that when we get to that. At the moment, I want everything to be a sweeper, and you can't stop me. I have chosen the path of making every single Pokemon a sweeper. It sounds fun to me. I'm assuming that this is a ghost type with only Draining Kiss as an attacking move, because if not, it would be going for something that was more effective against me, which means that we're in a little bit of a stalemate here, but that's fine. Hopefully, we can find ourselves a Moonstone. Well, there's nothing saying that Clefairy... An Arcane Spellbook? There's nothing saying that Clefairy necessarily evolves by Moonstone, unless I read it and that's why I have it in my head, but... What is this? An item to be held by Omanite or Omastar. It is a spellbook that boosts the special attack stat. Is that as strong as, like, Clampearl holding its Deep Sea Tooth or whatever it is that doubles its special attack? Does this double special attack, or is it lower than that? Because if that doubles special attack, Omastar might just be something that we need on the team. That would be incredibly strong. Let's go ahead and heal ourselves back up in our bed, which was down here. We left the floor and came back, and I was curious to see if that would maybe activate the spirit again in the same place. It did not, which means the spirit has moved entirely, I suppose. Let's continue down this path where the spirit was and see if we can see anything else happening with the spirit. And let's also take the EXP share off of Draxus now that it is the highest level on our team. Goody, we got ourselves an Aoife, okay. Yes, I'm actually formally part of the Ethereal Guild, although that's only what it's called now. A group of us used to be part of the Origin Cult. Our leader Angelo had a falling out with his adoptive mother, the Priestess Sienna of the Indies Jungle. Angelo was young but very charismatic. We were loyal to him because he wanted better for us. He wasn't content to just become blind servants to the gods, so he brought us here as he sought knowledge to help him realize his vision. So why are you still here? And Angelo's not. He couldn't keep his promises, and I realized he wasn't the answer for me personally. I needed to reinvigorate my spirituality, and I was able to do that after joining this academy. I have to talk to others to know their reasoning why they deserted him. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. I'm curious. In general, I suppose, is where I'm going with that. I'm curious in general as to, like, who this guy is. I'm wondering if this is going to be... When we finally meet him, he's, like, a calm, collected kind of individual that's, you know, actually got a full-out plan. Or if he's actually jumping at the walls completely insane because these people have left him. I'm curious to see that... If you come closer, this Pokemon dies. Oh, it's something behind an Esper? But goody. A twisted spoon. Wait, Volkner? Found a nice cozy spot to settle down and read, leave me alone. Okay, fair enough. I spent hours just reading here. Okay, you're not an acolyte. I'll do a quick look of all the books over here to see if any of them are what we need. Ah, you're an acolyte, though. The Ethereal Guild is only what Angelo's followers refer to themselves as now. They are organized criminals as an empire. Criminal empire has grown. After Angelo left the academy, he sort of vanished for many years. No one has seen him. Many of the leaders of the Ethereal Guild are all ex-Origin Cult members. Only when they started emerging onto the scene did we connect the dots that they were all some of Angelo's closest confidants. Okay, okay. Pomo-O Odyssey, give me that. Oh, Gumdras are made, we need that as well. Okay, so that's 2 here that we needed. That's good. Okay, and you do battle me. I swear I just walked right up to her and nothing happened, but when I walked back again, it was a battle. Weird. Weird. Either way, Bite is super effective. We're just gonna go for the Bite. I'm not gonna think too hard about it. Yes, our attack is lowered, but that should be fine. Or Surskit gets obliterated. Spritzy is a fairy, so we obviously run. Just run as fast as we can. As far away as possible. Terrifying. Terrifying fairies. Actually horrible for our team. Goblin Strike. Actually a goblin, though. That is a goblin. That Spritzy Goblin-faced. Absolutely. We can go ahead and finish you with quick attack, and that's fine. Nothing too scary in here battle-wise. All the battles here have been fine. That's really awkward for me to fight. Berry is neutral on fire in this game. That's something I need to remember. But we can just go to Comet and go for our good old Mineral Wave, which should be fine. Spikes will hurt a bit. Burn doesn't matter too much because we're a special attacker, and we do have our good old... Well, actually, we have a choice of options, but I'm going to go for Mineral Wave because it's our highest base power, and Starmie should be strong enough to, honestly, win pretty much any 1v1 is what I'm expecting. I think Starmie in a 1v1 of anything through the mid-game, we should probably win the 1v1. Because Starmie's stats are normally pretty dang good, pretty well-rounded, and having it this early is really nice, even with possibly not having the strongest base power moves. Do we have any Acolytes over here? Order up. Put up an order. Meal is a waste. This is just a bunch of people cooking. We get a Miracle Seed that they throw away. Don't mind if I do. Do we already have a Miracle Seed on... We do, right? Oh, you already have a Miracle Seed. Okay, we got a second Miracle Seed. Grassy Terrain team with 2 Miracle Seeds, though, sounds certainly interesting. Spirit again, help me. But where are you? I'm here to enhance my natural strength from the monks that practice the martial arts in this academy. Okay, okay. The third time we've seen the spirit. I do wonder if we need to just find the spirit at, like, a bunch of places. Gave up your Pokemon when you joined as a vow of poverty. What a strange decision. Poor Pokemon. Poor Pokemon in that situation. We do have another floor. Dear goody. Priority 1, always. We should check if these floors all have the same Pokemon, I suppose. No. Minxino is actually here. So is Riolu. And Snom. Oh, there's some Pokemon I care about here. Riolu and Snom, if they pop out, raises the special attack IV of a single Pokemon. You had maxed. You're already maxed. Dami? When it says raises, does it raise it to max or does it raise it by 1? I suppose there's only one way to find out. We may have already found this out and I may have forgotten, but I just... Special attack increased. To full or up 1? IV went from 8 to 9. Okay, only up 1. So we would be more... It would be much smarter for us to use the IV changer if we were going to change IVs rather than to worry about doing that one by one with calciums, because obviously that will take forever and isn't particularly effective. Realistically, that's only useful if we are already like 1 or 2 points away from max. We might outspeed. I'm just gonna bite and see what happens. Okay, we didn't outspeed. That's fine. That's fine. I figured we'd go for it. We do still take out the Lunatone though. Raxus. Nice. Do we think that we outspeed now that we are at -1 speed though? Probably not. Is Parting Shot priority? I don't think so. It's not a move that I've used very much, actually. It's one of the moves that I have used the least, in fact, I would say. But we can go for a Mineral Wave, and we can absolutely annihilate this poor thing. Goodbye. Hyper-effective damage. Don't mind if we do. Our team is looking nice, though. It's looking a lot stronger than it has been up to this point. I still want Kricketot to evolve. I thought that would be the early powerhouse. Pokemon is mine. You won't save it. I'm gonna try and save it today. The Ghost Detector Kit goes. We get another bone. Nice, nice. This is a very large area to try and get through in a timely fashion. Abra is scary because everything we have is weak to fighting. I've said this before. Fighting is scary. So I would like to find the spirit today, even if we don't progress the main quest. But I don't know if that's going to be something that we are going to be capable of doing in a timely manner. I don't want this to be like a 2-hour episode. I'd say as long as these episodes end up being between 30 minutes and 50 minutes, that's kind of what I'm aiming for with these episodes, just so we have a time frame of what I'm going for. At the moment, I've been recording for 50 minutes, but the actual episode length is probably a bit lower than that, I would say. I would like to fake out this Rat Cake. Rat Cake could be scary at level 20. We'll go for our fake out, obviously, and we'll go for our knockoff, and we'll see how much damage that we can do. We do take out the Rat Cake, though. Nice, nice. Has a level lower as well. Wellesley wants to learn Purge. Purges the target, doing double damage if the target is statused. And remember, this will become a dark type move because of our ability, which will further increase its damage by 20%. That's like a base 156 power move. If statused, obviously. And that's not including stab. That's a really strong combo. If we were to run like a Toxic Spikes team with Purge, I would never need to click knockoff again. Knockoff is a good move. It's a really, really, really good move. I like having Spark for a high damage, actual electric type move. I like Nuzzle for catching things. Fake Out is obviously great. Man, this is a tough decision to make, actually. I think I will run Purge just because, partially because it's new as well. That does have an impact. Also, I like the idea of being able to Nuzzle turn 1 and then Purge immediately if they outspeed and stuff. I'll try it. I'll try it. It's also just, you know, if we get a Grass Whistle off with, are you the Pokemon that has its Spirit Possessed? Meditite is quietly meditating. You want to feed the Meditite a Poke Treat? I actually don't. Yeah, that's fair. You can be annoyed about that. I don't think I want to use a Meditite, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that. Please, you're so close. I'm trying. I'm trying to get there, okay? I'm trying, all right? It's just you're very far away. I'm really trying to get to the spirit, all right? I'm trying to get to the spirit today. You're so far away. Sound Psychic type, so Bite is still super effective. We will just go for it and munch the Mime Jr. As you can see, Draxus has kind of, see, that looks like the kind of Pokemon that would go ahead and use Toxic Spikes. I wasn't going to say mess me up. I thought Bite was going to Oko. I won't lie. In fact, I was very confident that Bite was going to Oko. Mind Spasm. Dupida, can you not spasm me, please? Okay. Dupida is apparently a Pokemon that I need to bring out the big guns against. Understood. Goodbye, Dupida. Let's just get you taken out, shall we? Holy. I did not think that was going to go so badly. We also get ourselves a Spell Tag, which, you know, could be useful if we want to run any Ghost-type moves. We have the Breloom bot up ahead. Another Clink. I'm still keeping an eye out for any Riolus that might want to pop out. Hello, Breloom. What a rip-off this is. Breloom? Dare I ask, what does upset you now? I know they say art is in the eye of the beholder, but there's this one piece of art that I saw that literally was a black canvas. It said, content of this painting is invisible. The character and dimension of the content are to be kept permanently secret, only to the artist. How did this make it into the showcase of this gallery? Like, what kind of scam is that? That's true, it is a scam. Modern art is a scam. The Academy probably compensated with the artist with a disgusting amount of money for that piece of art. That kind of nonsense that gives artists a bad rap. It's true. I agree, Breloom. I agree. Fully. For shame. Yeah, for shame. I fully agree. I 100% agree. I can't skip past so many of these trainers that I'm trying to, like, wiggle my way through against. Fighting Psychic type Machop. It's okay, we bite flinch. We did not bite flinch. I believed. I figured we'd just go for it, to be honest. I was just like, well, maybe. We can go ahead and finish it up with Eevee, though. Get a good old pulse going. I thought it was going to be a ghost, considering it has, like, the spectral projection behind it. Shedinja. Okay. Rock should be fine. If not, we have Fake Out, which will also be fine. Bone Claws. No, no. No, no. This hits. The Mineral Wave hits. Will probably outspeed, even through the Sticky Web, because you're a Shedinja, and I'm a Starmie, and I'm very fast. There we go. And you also have the good old fighting type, because everyone's going to run fighting types, because it's scary for me. Miracle Marill. There was no way of knowing that. There was nothing I could have done about that. I didn't know it was going to have Miracle. It was probably stupid to swap into this, considering the fact that there is a Sticky Web up. I'm glad I went for cover and not pulse. Did try and Miracle at me again. Interesting. Juppet twisted like Trick Room? Did Shuppet just set up Trick Room as its ability? Or did Twisted Dimensions, is it Twisted Dimensions like Wonder Room? Where it's gonna be like, hey, your attack and special attack are swapped or something. Or defense and special defense, I think is what Wonder Room does. You do get a Focus Band, which I will put onto Draxus because we don't have anything else there. So, I mean, we may as well hold something, right? Pied Piper, we need that. Good. Okay, that's one more that we have gotten ourselves. You gonna battle me? Of course you are. Yep, everyone's gonna battle me. That's fine, that's fine. Jang Mo-O, Steel Fighting. Horrible. Horrible typing for us to go up against. Absolutely awful. Actually incredibly problematic. That is one of the worst typings that we can actually fight with this current team. I'm going to get Fake Out damage on it. And we're going to see how things go. Salamander Toss. U-turn. To go into Psychic type Riolu. Well, we're going to go for the super effective Fake Out because we can. Goodbye, Riolu. Goodbye. Jang Mo-O, I'm going to Nuzzle. Which is super effective because Electric is good against Steel on this team. Or in this game, I should say, not on this team. Electric is good against Steel. That is something that I am going to forget from time to time. I'm going to go to Comet, who isn't particularly good against Steel, but I do think that Swift is good. Okay, Swift is good. Good. Okay. Knowledge is slowly seeping in, guys. It's happening in real time. You're watching it realistically happen with each of these episodes. Knowledge is slowly getting into my brain. How to Train Your Dratini. That's another one. We must be getting close now. We're probably at like 6 or 7. The Ley Lines. Genshin Impact. I didn't say that. Okay, nothing else. This looks like an important area. Oh. This is where we are supposed to be. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, we haven't found the spirit yet, but I do think that's where I'm going to be wrapping things up for today, as it has been a while. We have made a lot of progress through this place at the very least. We have caught new Pokemon. We have 2 brand new evolutions with, well, a new Pokemon and a brand new evolution with LUXIO. And we have ourselves a Starmie. Our team is looking pretty nice, other than the fact that Kricketot is not evolved. That's the only thing that's concerning me at the moment. We'll see if level 20 is maybe the magic time when Kricketot becomes incredibly powerful. We'll see. We'll see. For right now, though, I think that's where we're going to wrap up. And next time, we will see if we can find the spirit and the rest of those couple of books. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,